Hi Silem stars, you're welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, okay, you're not part of the Silem stars, please hit the subscribe button down below. It's absolutely free and it definitely helps my channel grow. In today's video guys, I'm going to take you guys along with me as I make a lovely corset dress with a yoke and a basque waistline for my clients in the US. And I'm also going to teach you guys a couple of things as well. I'm going to teach you guys how to embellish a corset dress with appliques, as well as how to insert eyelets into your corset dress. So without further ado, let's get right into the video.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
So hey guys, at this point I'm actually done with the front piece and the back piece. I couldn't film like the drafting and all of that. Like I couldn't film before now because I was literally trying to get this thing ready in time. My client's birthday is on the 8th of April and today is the 26th of March. So I'm trying to send this as quickly as possible because it's going to the US. I want to leave enough time for for it to get to her. Basically, I don't want to send it when it's very close to when she actually needs it, in case there's any delay or anything. Although fingers crossed, I hope there's no delay in sending it. But yeah, so I couldn't film anything before now, but now that we're approaching the end, I still have some work to do. I still have to shapen it. I'm done with the front piece and the back piece. After shaping it, I have to put the sleeves. I have to embellish it with some appliques. Is it appliques or applique, guys? Let me know in the comment section. I don't know how it's pronounced, but yeah, I have to do that. And then I also have to put in the eyelets and obviously take it to the place where I need to give it for them to send it to my customer. She's actually a first-time customer, so I don't want anything to go wrong because first impression matters. Okay, so yeah, I'm basically trying to shape it now. So I'm just going to take you guys along with the rest of the process. So this is a corset dress with a yoke and a basque waistline. I'm using a damask fabric and velvet fabric. So I combine damask fabric and velvet. Okay, for the bias I use normal regular bias tape, and then I use the velvet to create this crisscross effect just below the basque waistline. And then this is the yoke, and this is what the back looks like. I'm going to be using eyelets for the back. Okay, this is what the back looks like. And guys, I put a zipper here, by the way. He's trying to fall down. I put a zipper at this skirt part. Okay, so guys, ever since I got this Rivet press machine, my life has been so much easier when it comes to making corsets, because God, the whole time it took to put loops, God, loops takes forever. Putting loops in a corset dress takes forever. Like, I'm not even joking. So the fact that I have the eyelet machine now, it makes my life so much easier, because the time it takes to put in loops and all of that, you would have gone far with the dress if you were putting eyelets, because eyelets, you leave it all the way to the end when you're done with everything, then you can put in the eyelet. So it makes my life so much easier now that I have to use this eyelet. So I'm almost done. Today is Friday and I want to send it tomorrow to the place where, like, the company that would eventually send it to her in the US. So I'm trying to see if I can finish everything today. So guys, if you want to learn how to make this corset with yoke and basque waistline, I have a detailed tutorial on my channel. I actually have like several detailed tutorials on corsets, but I particularly have a detailed tutorial on how to make this corset with yoke and basque waistline. I actually used a ready-made breast cup. I used size 42 and I doubled it, and that's why the cup is standing, like standing. I also have a corset online course. So if you want to learn how to make corset, like in-depth walkthrough and all of that, I have a corset online course available as well. So you can send me a DM on Instagram. I'm going to leave my Instagram handle on the screen, so you can enroll for my corset class. Guys, at this point I'm just marking her actual measurements on the front piece so I can pin it with the back piece and then shaping it. Okay, I'm using a black thread, but then I have to change my thread to brown when I get to joining the shoulder of the yoke, because the yoke is brown. I can't use black thread for the yoke, and then putting in the sleeve. So I want to shaping it first before I join the shoulder. So that's what I'm doing now. Oh my guys, the way these PHCN people are dealing with me in this house, like I just thank God for this manual. Like I just thank God for this manual machine I have, because this my electric sewing machine. Imagine if that's all I had. What would I do with all the plenty orders and plenty tutorials I have to make and online classes and all of that? How do I keep up? It's just electric sewing machine with the few hours that they bring the lights whenever they decide to bring it. Like it's crazy. So hey guys, I'm almost done with the dress. Like I'm literally almost done. So the only thing that's left now is for me to put in the eyelets, and that's why I have this Rivet machine here, and I also have to embellish it with the applique. So yeah, so this is the dress. I just also realized that I don't have a tutorial on how to insert eyelets to a piece on my channel. I have a detailed tutorial on how to insert loops for your corsets, but I just realized I don't have any tutorial on how to insert eyelets. So let this be your eyelets tutorial, okay? So I'm going to show you guys how to do that really quickly. I'm just going to show you one of it, and then I'll do the rest of it, and then we'll go ahead and then embellish the dress together. So guys, this is the dress. This is what it looks like, okay? So I'm going to be putting the eyelets here. I decided to put a boning at the very edge of the back here, okay? So I'm going to be putting my, what's it called now, my eyelets right here, okay? Okay, so first off, you need this rivet press, okay? This is what I use. When you buy your rivet presser, it doesn't come with any dies, so you have to buy the dies you want. There are different kinds of dies. There's one for eyelets, there's one for pearls. Well, I didn't get the one for pearls because I already have a pearl setting machine. It comes like this. There's a bigger one and then there's a smaller one. So this smaller one goes down, so you just drop it in there like that, and then when you drop it, you use a screwdriver. There's a screw by the side. Use a screwdriver to just tighten it. Okay, so once you've tightened it, the bottom part is good to go. So now you take the top one. You can see the top one is like a screw, so you just basically screw it in here. Okay, so there's literally a place where you can screw. Can you see that? So you screw it into that hole there, so just screw it in there. So this is set and ready to go. So now the next thing you need is, obviously, you need your eyelets. So the first thing you want to do is you want to decide where the exact points you want to put your eyelets, okay? So I've already gone ahead to put boning on this edge here, okay? So from the top, I like to take ½ inch downwards. So I just mark ½ inch. Now from the ½ inch point, I'm just marking 1.5 inches all the way down. So from the bottom here, there's no point putting another one here because we're already literally at the half length. So it means I'm going to have just 4 eyelets on each side, and I'm actually fine with that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create holes. So the best thing you can use to create these holes is obviously a soldering iron. So now this is how your eyelets come. They come in a pair. This is actually called the male end because it is longer, and this is actually called the female end, okay, because it's flat. So you're going to take this end. So this is the male end, like I said, or the higher one, the one that is longer. So take that one and then just pass it through. So now if you look at the flat one you have, you're going to see that one side is kind of smooth and the other side is rough. So this basically is the rough side, can you see? And this is the smooth side. Now place the smoother side facing the back like this. Okay. Now just go ahead and put this under there just like that. Make sure it sits nicely, and then go ahead and just press this down. Apply some pressure, and you're going to see that you have your eyelets looking lovely. So yeah guys, that's my mini eyelet tutorial. So hey guys, so I'm practically done with the dress now. The only thing left is for me to just put the appliques, and this is the appliques I'm using. It's just a simple, it's actually wine and it matches with the damask. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so yes, I'm actually really excited with how the dress turned out. So I'm just basically going to be trimming this and then I'm going to be attaching it. Now when it comes to using appliques to embellish your dress, corsets, princess abostia, whatever it is, the most important thing is the placement. Okay, how you trim the applique, how you place it is like the most important aspect of it. Okay, so it's very important that you have that in mind and then just decide what you want to do. So for this one, I'm not really sure how I want to place it, but I'm going to just figure it out, play around with it, and then when I figure out what I want, then I'm going to place it. Now I'm using this B6000 glue, and for some reason guys, I used to use uhu. I don't know how it's pronounced uhu or yuhu but yeah, I used to use that uhu glue, and then I decided to change and start using this B6000. Let me know in the comment section which glue you use for your embellishing and all of that. So yeah, but anyway, I'm just going to trim this. I'm not really sure, like I said, what I want to do, but I'm just going to play around with it. And by the way, this is half yard. I got half yard of this and I got it for 3,000 naira. Yeah, I think it's actually fine for that price, because it's really beaded and all of that. So when it comes to trimming your appliques, try to trim as close as you can to the design. Okay, because this net is all fluff. You really don't want the net on your dress. Okay, alternatively, you can use a soldering iron. I actually need to get a soldering iron because apart from trimming the appliques that I can use a soldering iron to do, I also need the soldering iron because when I when I showed you guys how to fix the eyelets, so boring those holes or opening those holes, a soldering iron will do a neater, faster job. Okay, so I'm definitely going to get a soldering iron. I decided to trim all of it. Okay, initially I wanted to trim just a few, but I just decided to trim everything because even if I'm going to use it later, I'm still going to have to trim it. So I might as well just trim it and then just keep it so that I have more than enough to use now. And then if I need to use it later, I don't have to go ahead and trim it again. Do you get? So I've kept these two aside specifically for the front parts. I'm going to show you guys, but the rest can just go randomly around the bust area. But these two, I want to keep them around the cleavage area, around that sweetheart neckline area. Okay, but the rest we're going to just stick it on randomly. So step 2 when it comes to embellishing, step 2 is play around with it first. Don't just take your gum and stick the first one and then just go with the flow. It never works well when you go with the flow, unless you're going for an abstract look. Okay, but you're not going for an abstract look, then you want to just go ahead and basically play around with it, see what you have here, see what you have there, see what it looks like. Ideally, you should aim for symmetry. So by symmetry means this side should mirror this side. So what you do on this side, the other side should be a mirror image of this other side, ideally. But sometimes with these appliques, you really can't get like perfect symmetry. You can get something that looks, you can make sure that they look alike, right? You can make sure that they are sisters, but they may not be twins. Okay, if that makes sense. So can you see guys, these two appliques, they are exactly the same. Let's forget all this reme. Look at it, they are exactly the same. But the thing is, when it comes to symmetry, okay, I want to place one like this and the other one like this, obviously. Okay, now can you see that in placing it, they no longer look like they're the same. Okay, it now looks like it's a different thing. So the only way I can get them to look exactly the same if I place them like this, I'm placing them like this, is not what I want. Okay, this is not even symmetrical, it's just the same thing on the same side. If it's symmetrical, this part should now be here and then this part should be that way. Do you get, like a mirror image? So that both of them side by side do not create a mirror image. That's why I'm saying that symmetry, you can try to achieve symmetry, but it's difficult to achieve symmetry. So this is like the closest way I can place this to make it look like it's the same. Do you see? With these two parts close together and then these two like this. So that's like the best way I can do it. This is the dress. I really love how it looks, guys. I love that it's just very nice. The applique matches the damask both in the pattern and in the color. It's just so beautiful. Looks very matured, not too shouty. And then I also embellished the wrist. Okay, I have to put a piece of fabric here just so that I'm able to get all the parts of the sleeve like at the wrist area. Okay, so I had to just put that piece of fabric because the mannequin's wrist is quite small, so if I leave it like that I won't be able to get all the parts. And I did the same thing for the other side as well. So yeah, this is what the dress looks like, guys. It looks really good. Now this is the back. I obviously had to pin it because it's obviously not the mannequin size, especially at the top area. The hip is the mannequin's hip, but the waist and the bust is much bigger than the mannequin, and then it has a slit at the back. And yeah, this is what the eyelets turned out to be. This is what they look like, and I used a bias tape to create the rope. So guys, I am literally exhausted. I have been on this thing for hours. I literally started in the morning. I actually started this dress yesterday, although yesterday I was doing more of like the prepping and all of that, so gumming the velvet with the hairstay, just preparing everything, basically drafting the pattern, cutting the skirt, turning it with the lining and all of that. So that's what I did yesterday. I think I did a bit of the actual sewing yesterday, but nothing major. But everything, that the main part of the dress, I did today. So I'm so exhausted. It's currently 6:15 and I am done for the day, guys. I want to go and shower and rest and eat something nice. But I'm going to take you guys along with me tomorrow when I go out to send the dress. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow. So hi guys, good morning. Today is Saturday and I'm actually getting ready to send the dress. I've worn my outfit for the day. I've also done my makeup. So what's left now is just to put on my jewelries and obviously put on my wig, and then obviously pack my bag and also pack the dress into a bag. So that's all that's left, and then we're going to go out together to send the dress. Okay, I've sent a picture to the customer and she really loves it. So yeah, I'm ready to send it out now.
Guys, this is the finished dress on my client. So beautiful. And this is what she had to say about the dress. Dress on point. Oh, shit. Bye, guys.